sports, especially college football. And, David, it's something that coaches are always harping on, but this is one of those games, the team that's most mentally tough at the end, they probably...
He's loose. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and turning on the Jets. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
Well, the play fake on the RPO bought the receiver some time to work himself open on the route. That was a man-to-man coverage on the defense. Nice job by the receiver putting his foot in the ground and separating.
The Commodores just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. To the air on first down. Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
Quarterback could not have walked that ball, placed it into the hands of his receiver any better. That was a perfect throw. Wide out, deep downfield. You got to finish the play.
Now the play fake. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
And I know it wasn't successful there, but you can go back to last week. Like, they're going to throw this man the football. They find creative ways to get him the ball. Really good coaches get their playmakers the ball in space, and that's what I like about this offense. I bet they come back to him and find a way to throw him the football.
The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on third down. Gets it out fast. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
No first down. That's fine. We got the completion. We had a successful play, and it sets up now a fourth down situation where, yes, I'm going for it.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on fourth down. They'll run for it. And the Commodores have a first down. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong, the emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got him downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Commodores, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. It's complete to the left. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. The play-action fake. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. It's third and goal and third and long. He's looking downfield to throw. He wants it all. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on third down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready. Had a really good coverage call to get the INT.
On the move at the 30. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Running to Green.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
Off the play fake. Quickly complete. He's brought down at the 41-yard line. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for a first down. The Vols come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a...
Fires toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. And the Vols will bring the punt team onto the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pulled a positive, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
Burrows is way for a couple. He's out to the 8. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Back has it. Fighting off the defender. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. Direct snap. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Quarterback may change this route. Off play action. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On third down, he drops to throw. Grab near the marker. It's Smith. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. Wants to go up top. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, he's been Mr. Dependable early in this game. The first 5 attempts, all complete. Finally, the defense able to force an incompletion when they throw his way. This guy's route running his hands. It's a matchup problem, but the defense finally has something good happen.
Neyland Stadium, alive, a cauldron of orange noise on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And I thought it was a good job by the quarterback, really seeing the drag route start to come across the field. He puts the ball pretty much on the money. And you got to make that play. You got to make those catches to get this offense in a rhythm, to stay ahead of schedule. Those are ones he doesn't drop very often.
And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On fourth down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver at tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense and keeps the drive alive.
And the Commodores have it with a 1st and 10. They'll move the tight end. He leaves it with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Fires to the middle. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Right on the money. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. The Commodores will hustle to the line. Tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the 3s. We need 6s.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
This crowd busting the decibel meter and trying to will a 4th down stop. Snagged in the middle. It's Smith. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Handoff from the gun. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line. And the Volunteers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Caught in the backfield, it's Clinton. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Got it set up on the outside. Turning it on. just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. The Volunteers are flying down the field. He wants to throw it again. Got a man. It's Hayes. At the 20, he's got space. They get him stopped, but the big gain has him on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. The Vols started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
And again, stopped right in his tracks, nowhere to run.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the rush will get to him at the 25. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. And he'll need a little distance and accuracy, a 42-yarder from the left hash. And it's right down the boulevard. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Virginia is running away with this one right now, and you just know Cav Man is loving this offense today. They're up by 18 over Virginia Tech. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. It's complete. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on third down. Looking to throw. Fires toward the target. Catch in the middle, it's Barker. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Looking downfield on first down. Out of the backfield, he's open. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
But one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. Cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
You see the offense trying to dial up the quick game there with the RPO, and I like the idea of trying to get playmakers the space out in the right flat of the field, see what can happen, but you need a more accurate throw.
Gonna let it fly. Snags it inside the 20. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. A first down run on the doorstep. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. The defense burns their third and final timeout of the half. They've been to the red zone 3 times. Will the 4th time finally be the charm to get some points? They go right back to this guy on 2nd and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown Doors! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel in the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Going up top. And they won't make the connection, going for the big play.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the Commodores are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. He wants to throw it. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains because of his ability after the catch.
Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I'll tell you, for this defense, they're going to have to find a way to bracket this slot receiver because of how athletic he is. They're going to need to make sure they've got linebackers and DBs surrounding this guy at all times.
And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. They'll run play action. Fires complete on the crosser. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Collins. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move. It's 1st and 10. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Pucks it out of the air. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He'll keep it himself. Touchdown ball! And that one will put him up toward the second half.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution of scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They haven't really been able to line up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Makes the grab on the left. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. He'll try to do it himself. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big.
It's a fumble. And they fumbled the thing out of bounds, but they maintain possession, but it'll be right at the previous line of scrimmage.
Ooh, offense really lucky there. Ball on the ground. Everybody's trying to make a scramble for it, and it just goes out of bounds. So the offense lucky to maintain possession.
He'll do it himself. The Commodores will move the sticks with the first down.
I just love it when my quarterback knows situational football. They run the option. He understands. It's 4th and short. Like, I got to stick my nose in there, get north-south, and try to get that first down. I love when I have a quarterback that can do that.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Clock ticks across the 4-minute mark here in the 3rd. Trying play action. Right down the middle. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Well, another incompletion. You can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most.
Unleashes one deep. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Under fire. And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive.
I like the idea to go for it there on 4th down. You're basically at midfield, and you've got confidence in your guys to be able to go out. You've got experience in this offense. Guys have made these types of plays before. That time, the defense stepped up, they bowed up, and made a better play and take over. Now you need your defense to get on the field in a sudden change situation and get you the football.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. And this kicker might be feeling it. He made one earlier, now from 49 yards out. It's good. He's going to hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. They double their lead up to 6 here in the third quarter. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The pull and throw off the RPO. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. And the Commodores want to crank the tempo.
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be illegal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and further down the field, I would love for the refs to call those more often. It's a cheating play, basically, running these RPOs. So hard to stop. Nice execution by the offense, but probably cheating too.
Makes the grab. It's Smith. He'll be out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 24.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Got his man quickly. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another playoff here in the third quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They go back to work in the final period of this one. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Gets it out quickly. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
And they're able to get a third down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And that decision will be questioned for a while. This offense is so deep, it's teetering on the edge of a safety. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
I really like the slot receiver, and I understand he's not the biggest guy in the world, but he just runs really good routes, and he's always under control. He can run option routes. He can run double moves. He does a great job cutting, and he's dangerous after the catch. Nice weapon to have work in the middle of the field.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Makes the catch at the midfield logo. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but just honestly, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Really good job on the defense being disciplined. They sneak the running back out. You see it. Keep outside leverage and go make us tackle in space on a guy that's used to breaking tackles, used to making plays.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Barker. There he goes. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change something quickly because this has been way too easy.
He'll ride his man on the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now, and the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. A huge chance for points here on 3rd and goal, and if they can get it in, we might have our... And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. It's a seam wide open. That gives him 54 yards rushing in this one and within striking distance of a 1,000-yard season. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Off the play fake on 1st down. The throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Clinton. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down.
Love the play call offensively because you've got the lead. The defense expects you to run the ball. You just did it the previous play, so there you dial up play action, set up an easy throw, and you keep the clock ticking.
Tosses it incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
Spins away from the defense. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. And the Vols are on the move. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. It's complete on the right side. Touchdown, Tennessee! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They're starting to feel a little desperation here, David. They just can't press yet.
Hey, it's go time. We got to put some drives together, down multiple possessions, Jesse. We don't have any time to waste.
Yeah, so at this point of the game, your best players have to touch the football. You've got to dial up plays, getting your biggest...
And the ball's out there after it. And what a break to get that football back at this juncture. That would have been catastrophe. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Didn't get a chance to show off those return skills. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're